What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles. This week we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 and we're doing Gong Strong. First up, in the English he's known as Gong Strong. In the Japanese he's known as Noboru Gongenzaka. His age is 14? Yeah, alright then. And his anime debut is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 Episode 1, Swing into Action Part 1. Here are his wins, here are his losses, and here's his duel score. Gong is a part of the main cast of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 anime, serving as one of the closest companions to the main character Yugioh. It appears that they have been friends since childhood. As my earlier reaction may have identified, I was shocked to discover that Gong's actual age was 14, the same as Yugioh's. Legitimately, I watched through the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 series thinking that Gong was like an adult companion with the crew, kind of like the same age as Yuzu's dad, so he's been just sort of looking after Yugioh. I don't know, why not? No, I was so wrong. I should have known this though, because anime do this all the time. My own fault, really. However, despite him looking older, it turns out that Gong simply had his growth spurt hit him like a ton of bricks. As such, Gong is a kid who is very tall with a large muscular frame, making him look very imposing. He has dark black hair styled into a pompadour, thick black eyebrows, as well as a very prominent nose that is of a different shade of colour to the rest of his face. He also has constant blush marks on his cheeks. Gong is typically seen wearing the white, red, and gold school uniform that he, Yugioh, and Yuzu attend. He wears it over a similarly coloured buttoned coat. He also wears some heavy sandals that you can pretty much hear at all times when he's walking around. His attire also consists of two sashes, a red one on his head, acting as a bandana, and another white one wrapped around his back, tied around his shoulder. He has actually been seen with two other sashes throughout the series. One, a red one that he used in his youth. The second was a temporary black sash that had been given to him by his father. However, it was replaced with the white one again after Yugioh retrieved it. Personality-wise, Gong is best represented by his dueling style and philosophy. He follows a non-action or steadfast style, which means that even in an action duel, he refuses to search for action cards, standing firmly in the same spot to hold his ground. He discussed his philosophy with Yugioh once as a child, saying there is always a chance that the action card might not help him, so he would rather believe in his own deck than rely on action cards themselves. As a result, Gong is a very proud person who is quick to anger. This does not mean he is uncaring and unwilling to receive help though, as in fact he is generally a polite person who will go to great lengths to protect those close to him. He even has the discipline to ask for aid in battle and even congratulate his opponents. After his draw with Yaiba, Gong began to reflect on himself and his strength. He began to train himself at his family's dojo, later approaching Yaiba himself, requesting him to teach him how to synchro summon. Over the course of the series, he began to improve himself even more, being able to use pendulum cards as well. He even resorted to using an action card in order to save Yugioh from being defeated, going against his very own philosophy in order to save his closest friend. His Japanese given name of Noboru means to ascend. The Gongen part of his name means incarnation, and the Zaka part means hill. Gongenzaka plays a super heavy samurai deck, which unlike most other decks that rely on a balance of monsters, spells and traps, well, his deck consists of entirely monster cards. He even refuses to use action cards. However, there is a point to this, as his style of play relies on having no spell or trap cards in his graveyard, and thus he cannot use action cards that would remain in his graveyard after each use. In order to counter his lack of spells and traps, he relies on a lot of monsters that can defend him from the graveyard or from his hand. Gong's deck focuses heavily on defense. He allows his opponents to strike first in order for him to make a counterattack, or use the high defense point monsters to protect himself. His main source of strength though is from his ace monster, Super Heavy Samurai Big Benkai. By being able to attack in defense with its defense points, Gong can effectively take down strong monsters or deal massive damage while still being able to defend himself. It wasn't until his draw with Yaiba until he started incorporating synchro monsters into his deck. After he became a Lancer, he also acquired some Pendulum monsters. All of the monsters he used throughout the series are Super Heavy Samurai Big Benkai, Big Waraji, Blowtorch, Blue Brawler, Bushin Fudumyo, Flutist, Giga Gloves, Helper, Hexagon, Kabuto, Kakugo, Magnet, Prepped Defense, Scales, Soul Peacemaker, Soul Bang Cannon, Soul Beads, Soul Breaker Armor, Soul Buster Gauntlet, Soul Claw, Soul Fire Suit, Soul Horns, Soul Piercer, Soul Shield Wall, Swordsman, Thief, Transporter. He also had the Tuna monsters Super Heavy Samurai Battle Ball, Drum, Fist, Trumpeter, as well as the Pendulum monsters Super Heavy Samurai General Coral and Super Heavy Samurai General Jade. His extra deck included the Synchro monsters Super Heavy Samurai Beast Kyubi, Ninja Saratobi, Ogre Shuten Doji, Stealth Ninja, Steam Train King, Swordsmith, and Warlord Susanoo. And with that, guys, that's another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles done. Let me know what you thought in the comments section below. What did you think of this character throughout the series? Did you like him? Did you dislike him? Tell me more. Also, what did you think about his dueling style? Let me know in the comment section below, and thanks a lot for watching. Catch you later.